Hey guys, Metal Driver here, bringing you another WWE Elite review. Today I'll be looking at Series 84, Sheamus. Looking at the sides of the box, you see an image of Sheamus on both sides. The back of the box features an image of Sheamus, a brief bio, career highlights, a description of this figure, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Bio includes from Dublin, Ireland, weight 250 pounds, and a height of 6 feet 3 inches. Career highlights include WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, and United States Champion. The description states, the Celtic Warrior returned to SmackDown Live with a vengeance, believing that lesser men have made the blue brand soft. Alright, now that we have looked at the box, let's go ahead and open this figure up and take a closer look at Sheamus. Alright, and here is the Celtic Warrior Sheamus out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's go ahead and look at the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with a pair of interchangeable gripping hands and a soft goods t-shirt. Now this is the same material that we have seen many times before with our soft goods shirts. The printing on the logo looks really nice on the back. It's got the simple Velcro, so these are easy to put on. Then he also comes with his Celtic Cross and chain, which looks really nice. Sculpt work is really good on this cross here. Chain looks pretty decent. It's just one solid color, no added paint. And then this can come off fairly easy. At least it should, and if not, you can probably pop this head off. And speaking of the head sculpt, this is sculpted really well. I like how this looks. It has a great likeness to Sheamus. The pay came out really well on the face. The beard looks really good, the eyes look good, so do the eyebrows. Doesn't seem to be any major mispaint, maybe some slight missing paint right here. Again, the beard looks really good. Love how the face looks. Now, the hair on mine, unfortunately, has some extra dark black paint on the front and top part of the hair, so it may not be as noticeable here on camera, but I do see it in person. It's kind of annoying. Now, I tried scratching some of it off. Some of it did come off. Some of the orange paint did rub off as well, so that's annoying. Some slight missing paint here, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's got some extra orange paint here on the forehead. Now, the hair is sculpted really well. I like how this looks. It's got all these sculpt design here where the hair is pushed back like this so it's sticking up. So that's really nice. Now I don't have any other Sheamus figures in my collection, so I can't really compare the hair to any of the other previous Sheamus figures that were released by Mattel. But this does look good. Then looking at the body, he's got a very pale white body, which is perfect because that's how Sheamus needs to look. He needs to look very pale. So body choice, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty muscular, pretty ripped. Probably could have been a little beefier, because Sheamus is a big guy. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. Here he's got his wristbands with the Celtic Cross painted pretty well. So that looks good. There's a little bit of fuzziness here in the black line work. And looking at the other one, pretty good paint work on the silver. Then looking at his trunks, the logo looks really good. The silvers look good. The lettering is well done. Doesn't appear to be any fuzziness. Any bad line work. Same thing here on the actual lines, on the silvers. Pretty well done, really good looking. Looks to be some slight missing silver here. Down the back, looks like there's some extra residue here, but the cross looks really good, really well done. Same thing on the lines here. So overall, good paint. So Mattel did a great job with that. And then looking at the knee pads, they are black knee pads with his logo here, which is painted really well. So good job on the paintwork here. Then looking at his boots, he's got silvers going down on each side, which looks really good. Again, good paintwork, good line work. Maybe some slight missing paint here or there, but it's very small. Then the paint on the other boot looks pretty good as well. Pretty good job on the lines. Then on the back you've got the Celtic Crosses, which are painted very well. It's really good. Just some slight missing paint down here, but it's very small, very minuscule. So overall, good paintwork on the whole figure. The body looks good. The head sculpt is really good. Just some slight, minor mistakes here on the hair. But other than that, it's a really good figure. Alright, then going over the articulation. The head is on a ball joint, which allows him to look that high up, that far down. So, decent range of motion. His head can turn side to side, but it's a bit stiff on mine. His head can tilt pretty well, so good pivot there. Shoulder has a hinge, which allows it to go that high up. Can rotate all the way around. There's a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, swivel and hinge at the wrist. He has an ab crunch, which allows him to go that far forward and that far back. He has a waist swivel, Ball joints at the hips, which allow the legs to go that far out. They can go that high up. There's a thigh cut, double jointed knees, a cut at the boot. Ankle has a hinge, which allows it to go that high up, that far down, and he does have some decent ankle pivot. Alright, so what are my thoughts on Series 84 Sheamus? I think this is a really good figure. Now, as I mentioned, I don't have any other Sheamus figures in my collection, so this is actually my first Elite one that I have, and I'm pretty happy to have it in my collection. I think it's really solid, the accessories are pretty cool, the t-shirt looks really cool on the figure, I really like the head sculpt, it's really well done. So I think he's definitely worth picking up, especially since we don't really get that many Sheamus figures from the Elite line. It's not one that pops up very often. So if you're like me who didn't have Sheamus in your collection, I think this is a good one to pick up. And a really cool thing about it is that I like how his modern look is very similar to his look from when he debuted in the WWE. So you can also use him as the PG era or classic Sheamus figure. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe so you can see more WWE Elite reviews. Follow me on social medias and keep up to date with all my wrestling figure photography. And I'll see you next time.